You are not always tired because you need more sleep. Sometimes you are tired because your life keeps asking you to perform a version of yourself that has no energy left. You wake up behind. Before your mind feels clear, your phone is in your hand. Messages are waiting. Bills are waiting. People need answers. Yesterday's tasks are there. And under it all, there's pressure to improve your life while barely getting through the day. So you explain it the easiest way. Maybe I am lazy. Maybe I have no discipline. Maybe everyone else is handling life better than me. But that story is too simple. Laziness usually feels like not wanting to do the work. This tired feels different. You want to move, but your mind feels blocked. You want to care, but everything feels like another demand. You want change, but think about change feels heavy. This is the exhaustion of carrying too many invisible loads while still judging yourself for not carrying them faster. And the cruel part is that people may praise you for it. Responsible, strong, mature, dependable, until one day, you notice the truth. Those compliments were not recovery. They were just permission for everyone to keep taking. Before you understand why you feel tired, you have to understand the rule book you were trained to obey. Most people are not taught how to build a life that gives energy back. They are taught how to become useful. Be polite. Be available. Do not complain. Handle it. Push through. Be thankful you have responsibilities. Be the person others can rely on. And when you feel tired, do not pause too long, because tiredness is treated like the normal cost of being an adult. At first, this rule book looks mature. You answer fast. You say yes when your body is saying no. You stay in the safe job because risk feels dangerous. You avoid the hard conversation because peace feels cheaper. You carry money stress, family pressure, emotional needs, and private fear without making too much noise. From the outside, you look fine. But inside, something begins to shrink. The problem is not responsibility. The problem is responsibility without direction. Responsibility without boundaries. Responsibility that keeps your current life running, but never moves it forward. You were told being responsible would make you free. But in many people's lives, being responsible only makes them easier to depend on. That is why the tiredness feels confusing. You are doing what you were taught was right, but it is not giving relief. It is only creating more demand. This is why sleeping more does not always solve it. There is a kind of tired that sleep can fix. And there is a kind of tired that comes back because your life is arranged to drain you again. That is why you can sleep 8 hours and still wake up heavy. You can take one day off and still feel behind. You can scroll, watch something, eat something, distract yourself, and still feel like your mind never came back. Because relief is not the same as restoration. Relief lowers the pressure for a moment. Restoration gives you back control. And many people are not resting. They are escaping. They escape into the phone because silence brings up everything they are trying not to face. They stay busy because stopping would show them how unhappy they feel. They call it relaxing, but their body is still on alert. The hidden pattern is simple. Your life keeps creating open loops, unanswered messages, money worries, work you do not control, people you do not want to disappoint, a future you keep delaying, a self you keep promising to become when things calm down. But things never fully calm down because your life is not designed to recover. It is designed to keep functioning. And this exhaustion hides inside ordinary days that look normal from outside. This is what the pattern looks like in real life. You finish work, but your mind is still at work. You sit with your family, but part of you is thinking about money. You open your phone for a break, but leave feeling more behind. You promise to fix your routine, but by night, you only have enough energy to repeat it. Nothing looks like a crisis. That is why it is hard to explain. You are not falling apart. You are functioning. You reply. You show up. You pay what you can. You help where you can. You act okay enough so nobody asks too much. But slowly, your inner life gets quieter. You stop imagining bigger things because imagination takes energy. You stop making decisions because every choice feels risky. You stop asking what you want because the answer might disturb the life you are barely holding together. And this is the cost people rarely name. Tiredness does not only steal your productivity, it steals your ability to picture a different future. It makes survival feel like personality. It makes numbness feel normal. It makes you think your small life is proof of your limits, when it may only be proof of your depletion. The turning point is naming what your exhaustion has been trying to tell you. The answer is not to hate yourself into becoming more disciplined. That is the old rule book, the one that says every problem is personal weakness. The one that tells tired people to push harder without asking what keeps draining them. The one that praises endurance, even when endurance is keeping them trapped. The better question is not, why am I so lazy? The better question is, where's my energy going and what is it actually building? Because some effort builds a future. Some effort only maintains exhaustion. Some responsibilities create stability. Others quietly teach people that they can have unlimited access to you. Once you see this, tiredness becomes information. It shows you where your life has no boundaries. It shows you where comfort has become escape. It shows you where you are spending energy to protect a version of life that is not protecting you back. This does not mean everything changes overnight, but it does mean the blame starts losing power. You were not weak because you were tired. You were tired because too much of your life was built around surviving, responding, pleasing, and maintaining. The trap was not that you lacked energy. The trap was that your energy was being used to keep you exactly where you were.